Greetings, friends. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Marc David, founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. Welcome back to the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training live event series. We're on day 5. More specifically, we're on the last day of this series. Today, I am going to be talking about the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training, how it works, what's included, and essentially what you need to know. So it's really about the practical details of the training. We have already covered a lot of turf. We first looked at the health coaching landscape. We looked at the breakthrough field of eating psychology. We touched upon the 3 main types of health coaches. We took a look at the business side about being a coach, the lifestyle and work style side of that, and what the financial opportunities are. You've also heard from some of our graduates who shared about their breakthroughs and their transformations in the training. And you heard me interview one of our special, highly successful graduates, Maria Montemayor. By the way, if you've missed any of these events, I encourage you to catch the replays. You can find them on our YouTube channel or in our Facebook group. Also, my friends, please feel free to introduce yourself in the comments section. Let me know where you're from, and feel free to drop in any questions into that comments section. We'll do our best to answer them. I want you to consider this conversation for you if you're interested, obviously, in becoming a coach, or if you're already any kind of existing health practitioner and you're looking to expand your scope of practice, increase your effectiveness, make more money. Now, my assumption about you is that you're here because you have a passion for health, you have a passion for wellness, you care about people, you want to help other human beings, you want to see people succeed when it comes to having a happy relationship with food and body. And I want to say right up front that this training is truly unlike any other. It's unique, it's special, it's life-changing. It's going to be life-changing for you taking it, and it's going to be life-changing for your clients or your patients. Simply put, in this training, the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training, you're going to learn how to help people when it comes to the most important eating challenges of our times that 95% of people face who will come to a health coach. I'm talking about weight, body image, overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, endless dieting, and a general sense of food worry. The training also includes a very special kind of nutrition, mind-body nutrition. So eating psychology, mind-body nutrition, 2 fields that I have developed over the decades. And in mind-body nutrition, you'll learn how to use this approach to work with health challenges that have a mind and body, psyche and metabolism component, specifically digestion, energy, fatigue, mood, and immunity. So the training is just an excellent blend of eating psychology and nutrition. You're going to learn to work with clients no matter what their diet is, no matter what their chosen nutritional approach is. Now, before we get into the details of the training, the way I've designed the training is it is almost impossible to go through it without having your own personal transformation. That's one of the truly great side effects of this work. You are essentially learning how to help others as you're transforming your own relationship with food and body. So also already practicing professionals will very commonly report that they've seen improved results with clients, with patients, as early as into the first, really several weeks of the training. Many of our grads report that who are already practicing professionals, their practice feels invigorated. They feel reinvigorated because they know how to help people in a deeper way. So if you've taken another or other health coach trainings, you'll quickly see how this training takes you far beyond that and really will improve your effectiveness and your confidence as a helping professional. I want to remind you that across the globe, there are hundreds of millions of people who are unhappy with their bodies, battling with weight, feeling like they're stuck in a food prison, confused about what to eat, and believing that their war with food is never going to end. People struggle in epic numbers with emotional eating and overeating and binge eating. The weight loss industry alone is guesstimated to be a $500 billion per year worldwide industry. That's mind blowing. So the bottom line is the world needs trained people who are skilled, who are caring, who are compassionate in this realm. Until I founded the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, there was simply no educational organization that teaches the kind of eating psychology that addresses these challenges. And I want to remind you that that's one of the most common mistakes I see people make when choosing a health coach training of any kind. We think, because we're taught this way, that nutrition alone, nutrition by itself, nutrition facts by themselves are going to solve people's problems around emotional eating and binge eating and overeating and body image and weight and constant food worry and endless dieting. It doesn't work that way. Never has, and quite frankly, it never will. All of the other trainings out there are limited because they're essentially teaching nutrition information only as the way to solve people's eating challenges. And that's why I say so many people are suffering from a high fact diet, meaning information overload. Too many facts, too much nutrition knowledge. We've read all the books, people have listened to all the experts, they've tried all the diets, they've Googled all the information, and still haven't found what they're looking for. So good nutrition is good, but it's not enough to help people with their eating challenges. Because if having more facts about nutrition would have worked, it would have worked already. So the good news, the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training provides the one true missing link, and that, my friends, is eating psychology. The training is all about a deeper understanding of the mind, the heart, the soul of the eater, what drives us, what motivates us, what holds us back, what are the hidden keys that unlock the food and body prison that so many people find themselves in. Unlike other programs out there, you're not going to be able to just sit around and Google what you learn in this training simply because this is cutting edge work. Again, our approach elegantly combines eating psychology and nutrition in a way that helps you become a confident and effective practitioner when it comes to working with the most important eating challenges that people are facing. Okay, let's take a couple of minutes and look at the practical details of the training. So the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training is delivered in a series of 7 modules, and the program takes 8 months to complete. It is fully online, so you need a computer and an internet connection. And all you need is about 6 to 8 hours per week in that 8 months. So 6 to 8 hours per week to go through the training materials. And by the way, of course, you can always come back to any part of the training that you want to dive into even more deeply, because all the materials in the training are downloadable and yours to keep for life. So the training is designed to fit into your schedule. Whether you're working full-time, whether you're a full-time student, a full-time parent, you can do this training and work it in to your daily hours that you're responsible for whatever else you're doing. Our online portal it's easy to use, it's simple, it's straightforward, it's intuitive. The materials themselves consist of videos, audios, voiceover slideshows, handouts. You'll be getting a simple test after each module. You'll be getting a final test at the end of the training. Don't worry if you're not a test taker, you're afraid of tests. We always help you. You have the opportunity to retake tests to see what you need to learn. So we're always giving you support. You, my friends, are going to learn the maps, the tools, the skills, the protocols that will give you the confidence to work with the most important and compelling eating challenges of our times. Again, that is weight, body image, overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, endless dieting, constant food worry, digestion, fatigue, mood, immunity, and others. There is zero fluff in this training. All the material is meaningful, it's powerful, and it moves you in the direction of professional excellence. Graduates are often blown away at just the juiciness of the content, the value of the content, the richness of the content. You're not going to just hear the same nutrition principles repeated over and over again, or the same simple behavioral psychology principles, and you're not going to just hear about motivation and goal setting. It goes so much deeper than that. Oddly enough, the one thing that's missing from so many of the health coach trainings out there are actual coaching and counseling skills. So many of the trainings give you a cookie cutter approach to people's challenges. They give you a one size fits all method. And I'm sorry, but we're all different. That approach doesn't work as far as I can tell. When you enroll in this training, you'll see that we cover an extensive array of coaching skills, counseling skills, because, I mean, think about it for a second. We actually need to know when to put on different personalities as a coach, how to ask the right questions, in what manner, in what tone. When do you need to learn how to speak to a 24-year-old male very differently than a 64-year-old woman. We need to know when to deliver a teaching moment in a session or when to simply listen. We need to know when to take a tough love approach with our client, when to give them a big virtual hug. Each client session is different. Each client you work with is in a different life stage in terms of their age and where they're at in their personal and transformational and archetypal and emotional development. So it's very different working with somebody in their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up. So you're going to learn distinctions so you feel confident working with the person that's sitting in front of you. We need to know how to deliver advice in a way that our clients actually embrace what we're saying and are inspired to comply. So you're going to learn to assess and work with different age groups, different sexes, life stages, client archetypes. These are just some of the important tools and distinctions that are needed if you really wish to become a practitioner who's truly successful at your craft. Okay, some of the other, let me list some of the highlights, just some of the highlights from this training. They'll include how to understand and utilize masculine and feminine psychology when it comes to working with food and body challenges. Very important. Male mind, female mind, we're different. Working with different age groups and life stages. We're going to do a deep dive into what I'm going to call life lessons or soul lessons. You're going to learn how to work with weight from a truly holistic perspective. You're going to learn how to effectively work with weight loss resistance, how to work with food allergies, how to work with the highly sensitive client, how to help people who have been dieting for decades. You'll be hearing, you will be exposed to what I consider the best coaching and counseling techniques, how to ask the right questions. I'm going to be talking to you a lot about something I call deep listening. You're going to learn about the connection between our relationship with food and our relationship with sexuality. Very important. The connection between food and spirituality. You're going to learn a deeper and more effective way to work with macronutrient balance, protein, fats, carbohydrates. You're going to learn how to fast track a dietary intake. You're going to learn how to help your client find the right nutritional approach for their unique needs. You're going to learn how to help them experiment. You're going to help them learn really how to open up their mind when it comes to who they are as an eater. You're going to learn how to best assess any new nutritional approach that's out there. You're going to learn the upsides and downsides of different kinds of fasting, when to use it, when not to use it. Not everybody's a candidate for it. You're going to learn how to effectively do a first session. That's the most important session. You're going to learn how to effectively assess and diagnose a client, so much more. By the way, the methods and distinctions that you're going to learn in the Mind Body Eating Coach Certification Training borrow from so many different places. I borrow from clinical and functional nutrition, the mind-body sciences, neuroscience, natural medicine, the food as medicine approach in general, psychoneuroimmunology, developmental psychology, archetypal and depth psychology. We pull from the counseling model, of course, from the coaching model, both very different. We take a very positive psychology approach. Integrated within all that are cultural studies and psychology, integrated within as well as yoga philosophy, as well as other spiritual traditions. We borrow from the Health at Every Size movement, from cognitive behavioral therapy, from nonviolent communication, and various techniques from many different modalities that help train the mind, regulate our emotions, and empower our metabolism. In other words, I'm a big fan of using any tool and any technique that works. I don't care where it comes from. It's why not have the biggest possible toolkit so you can help any client just about that's sitting in front of you. You know, some of the surprise benefits of the training that graduates consistently point out. Check this out. Graduates will consistently say that they've created lifelong friendships and professional connections worldwide. Uh, Graduates notice an improvement in their own personal health, an improvement in their personal relationships. Of course, personal breakthroughs around their own personal breakthroughs around food and body. People will notice weight loss in the program, certainly a new kind of peace with food. For already existing practitioners, you will see improved success with clients. Mm, can I promise this? It's a hard promise to make, but man, I'd bet a lot of money. Within the first module, you will be blown away by how different you're seeing a client, how you're communicating with them, how you're working with them, and how they are responding. Many graduates also experience having a better understanding of how to approach eating and body challenges with their own family, friends, children, and loved ones. The training is very rich in value and rich in learning opportunities. So every month you have 2 live teleclasses with me. These are live question and answer online Zoom classes. It's your opportunity to ask questions about the material, ask questions about your clients. Personally, this is one of my favorite parts of the training because I get to work with you directly and we get to figure things out together. And you'll see me working one on one with different students in the training and how I help people have breakthroughs. I absolutely love these classes. So do our students. You can, if you choose, also participate in 2 live teleclasses each month with our trained professional staff. These classes are geared towards supporting you personally on your journey with the training. So many students in the training are learning to help others while at the same time, obviously, we're often working on our own challenges with food and body. So things come up. You're going to be taking the training and there's going to be speed bumps in your own road to your healing, your transformation, your recovery. So the 2 live calls each month with trained staff is there to help you get the personal support that you need. That's a big deal. For those interested in the business of coaching, we have optional for live business coaching calls. You can choose to participate in these calls if you like. We talk about, I'll be guiding you around practice building, marketing, practice management, the money side of the equation, everything that you're going to want to know about building a practice, or if you already have a practice, just how to tweak it and make it better. We also have an optional business coaching module, and that's a deep dive into those who want real granular insights into business building, using social media, marketing yourself, managing your day-to-day practice, much more. We give you a lot of support in the training. Like that's one of the most important things that students remark about when they graduate. One of them is that people felt supported. People felt like we were there. So we have a private online group, and in that online group, you can ask questions. You can get support from our staff. You can get support from each other. Additionally, we have an optional peer coaching program where we'll match you with somebody in the training, and you can just practice on each other, and it's sort of like a buddy support system. If you would like additional support, you can do so just through email. You can email with our staff, and if need be, we'll get on the phone with you and work out whatever needs to get worked out so you'll get on the phone with our trained staff. I am super proud of our customer service team, of our staff, all of our team members. They've gone through the training. They know what it's about. They know what you're going through, and they're well equipped to help you on your journey. And when you complete the training, it's not over because you'll be invited to join our alumni group. It's very active. That's a great place where you can just ask questions of each other, share your successes, share your challenges, and just find out what other people are up to. Continue to make connections with people, and those connections can be personal, they can be professional. There's a lot of networking that goes on, and a lot of business building, and a lot of prosperity creation that happens just by you and the people in your cohort or former graduates networking with each other, connecting with each other, and realizing that you have something in common together that you can do. So you're going to find lifelong support for personal and professional development with us. And we'll also keep you informed of, any other updated programs that we're offering. There's so many coaching programs out there that, unfortunately, to me, they're kind of certificate factories. We're very different. We care. I want you to succeed. This is a mission-driven company. I personally believe that it's a privilege to earn a good living doing what you love, helping others. It, in a way, one would think that the world would just kind of roll out the red carpet for us. If you want to help others and make a good living, you would think that life would be designed that way and the world would be designed that way. And oddly enough, it's not. So it's special. It's a privilege. It's a little bit more unique to be able, once again, to make a good living where you're truly helping another human being. I've been doing this for really all my adult working life. I love it. I know firsthand how amazing it is. I wouldn't want to live my life in any other way. It's just a great way to wake up in the morning, my friends. What I found, and I think you'll agree, is that there's a special something that happens. You know this. When you just help your friend, your best friend, when you help somebody you're close to, when you help somebody you care about have a breakthrough, have an opening, see something different, make an improvement in their life, you feel as good as they do. And they feel as good as you do. And it's just a great synergy. So the world needs this work. People need an honest, effective, and heartfelt approach to their food and body challenges. And it's really simple in a way. When you offer value to your clients, then you deserve value in return. You deserve the reward of abundance, the reward of a good living. That's one of the reasons why I'm proud of this training, proud of our graduates, excited for you to have this opportunity, because we're going to give you great value in your education. You're going to learn to give great value to your clients. You're not going to just be hurling a bunch of facts, like I said, that anybody can Google. Not going to just be hurling a bunch of nutrition and a bunch of eat this, don't eat that. You're going to be helping people who have been dieting for decades. You're going to be helping people who are weight loss resistant and they don't know what to do about it. You're going to be helping people who have been binge eating or overeating or emotional eating in silence. They haven't told anybody but you. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. They've tried everything. People are smart. They do everything that they can. And there's just certain places where we all need help. We need help from each other. That's why the universe made other people. It's not just me. It's not just you on this planet. There's a lot of other people. We kind of need each other. I think it's a good question to ask yourself, what's my dream job? For me, my dream job is making good money. It's helping people. It's making a big difference in people's lives. Honestly, my dream job is working my own hours. My dream job is not needing to work for anyone but me. My dream job is working with people who wish to do deeper work on themselves, who want to be in conversations that matter, people who want to grow and transform. I want to take my fascination and my inspiration about nutrition and health and personal growth and eating psychology. Those are the things that just inspire me. And I wish to take that and just bring it all together into a career that empowers me personally and financially. So for me, it's about leaving the world a better place. And this is a training that helps you do that. So, whatever your dream job for you is, I'm going to say it's possible. And to get there, you and I have to put in the time. We have to put in the work. You have to follow your inspiration. You have to follow your soul's calling. You have to follow your intuition, whatever you want to call it. You know, so many different career opportunities available to you with this training. Financially, the training could be just a side gig for you, or it could be a full time career where you're making six figures plus. Many grads move on to either work with clients or small groups, create their own online courses. You can write, you can teach, you can do public speaking, you can coach in person, you can coach in Zoom, you can get into corporate wellness, you can get into group coaching. You could also specialize in certain areas. Really, it's kind of limitless. And you can combine previous trainings that you've had, previous skill sets that you've developed to create your own unique brand of work. So this is a life-changing training. I've done everything I can to over-deliver to you in the Mind Body Eating Coach certification training. By the time you complete it, I am very confident that you'll agree that you received far more than your money's worth. And in my experience, the best way to invest your money is in the things that are near and dear to you. And more specifically, the best way to invest your money is in you, because you're the person who's going to put the investments to work. So with that in mind, let's talk about dates. Let's talk about cost. So June term is happening soon, my friends. It begins on Wednesday. So the June term, the Mind Body Eating Coach certification training begins Wednesday, June 15th. That's when the first module is released. If you want to join us, you first need to apply. So if you haven't done so already, we're dropping an application into the comments section below. So there's a link there. So the final date for applying is 2 days from now. So that's Wednesday, this Wednesday, June 8th. So right around the corner. That's the final date to apply. If you're leaning towards joining us, even if you're not 100% sure yet, I suggest go ahead, fill out the application. It doesn't commit you to take the training. It's free. And once you fill out that application, once you're accepted, you'll have until the end of this week, Friday, June 10th, to formally enroll in the training, to make your choice. At that point, you enroll in the training, you get your welcome packet, your intro materials, and you are ready to go. By the way, we do offer a variety of payment plans that will hopefully fit your needs. And if you look at our payment plans and they don't fit your needs, reach out to us and we'll figure out a customized payment plan for you. So all you have to do is just hit us up at info@psychologyofeating.com and we'll set up a call and we'll work with you. And by the way, if you do set up a call with one of our enrollment advisors just to ask any questions about the training, they're super happy to answer your questions. They're not going to hard sell you. We want to help you make the best choice for you. So simply click the link in the comments section below to set up an appointment. We're dropping that link in with one of our enrollment advisors. Let's take a moment and wrap up. I believe that we live in a time when it is absolutely imperative that we figure out how to nourish ourselves in a good way, how to have a good relationship with food and body. Because if you don't have a good relationship with food and body, then you don't have a good relationship with life. You're not living into your potential. You're not being the person that you came here to live. Instead, you're not able to focus on your primary relationships, your most important relationships. When we're challenged around food and body, our most important relationship ends up being with food and body. And that's what's taken our time, our energy, our life force. And there's a lot of people around the world suffering with challenges around weight and overeating and emotional eating and binge eating and endless dieting and body image concerns. And I've done my absolute best in creating this training to offer solutions and a way of working with people that actually works. We are building a global movement. I would surely love for you to be part of it. I want you to consider this training for you if you're a first time coach or if you're an already existing practitioner. Please remember, I don't care what kind of health coach training you take, what kind of training you do not have to be some flashy, glamorous online persona, certainly not to be a mind body eating coach and help others. You don't need to have tons of blogs and podcasts and a big social media following to be successful. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the best eater ever. You don't have to be free of all body fat. You only need to be one step ahead of another human being to help them. That's how life works. So we're going to help you learn how to market yourself honestly and authentically. And this is all about you being the best version of you, just as a coach, as a practitioner. We're going to help you be the best version of you. And you, in turn, are going to be doing the work where you're helping your client be the best version of them. So the training is all about, yes, you're going to be learning the skills and the tools and the techniques and the maps and the protocols, but you're also learning how to give your gifts. You are learning how to parlay your life journey, the challenges that you have gone through and are going through. You're going to learn how to take that and alchemize it so it qualifies you, literally qualifies you to help another human being. That's the thing. So many of us get into this work, me included. I got into this work because of my own personal need from a very young age, my own personal health needs, my own personal challenges around food and body. And as I was able to gradually heal and transform myself, I always made the promise, if I can figure out how to get dialed in to my health and how to deal with my immune challenges that I had an autoimmune condition. I had intense asthma. And I was a sugar addict for so many years. And I promised myself, if I learn how to solve my eating challenges, I so want to help other human beings do the same. So often that's why we do this work. We do it because it's born from our own need. So if you're the kind of person who's attracted to a cutting edge approach, you will feel right at home in this training because it is cutting edge. And that's where the action is. In order for any field to advance, you have the cutting edge, the leading edge of that field. And when you have a leading edge of any field, I don't care what it is, mathematics, physics, health, eating psychology, there's a few people at that leading edge. That's why it's the edge. A young person once said to me, if you're not living at the edge, you're taking up too much space. I remembered that. That was a long time ago. So, my friends, our training is a true mind, body, heart, and soul approach. It's grounded in science. It's grounded in psychology while respecting our spiritual nature at the same time. No matter what your diet is, what your religion is, what part of the world you come from, everybody's welcome. This training is about helping people with where they are at, with their already existing dietary preferences. So you're going to learn how to work with the widest pool of clients. And while you're learning how to work with the widest pool of clients, you will be learning alongside an inspired community of students from all over the world, many different countries, all different walks of life. That's one of the things I'm so proud about our training is somehow we become worldwide. And I think it's because our message is needed, it's important, the work is effective, and the word has spread. So many of our graduates have created lifelong connections and friendships that are simply priceless. I hope that this series has been helpful for you. I hope that this conversation has been helpful for you. Of course, my friends, I would love to meet you in the training. I would love for you to stay in our world. And I would love for you to get in touch with us if you have more questions. Thanks again for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your enthusiasm. I hope I get to meet you soon. Take care.